Hi friends, let's start this practice game of SoloMahj. I curated this hand in the video before this one, so if you want to see how I got here with the Charleston practice, make sure to check out that video. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. Hold on to that green for now. Let's get rid of the 7 crack. 8 dot, don't think I'm gonna want that, but I'll go ahead and get rid of the 3 bam first. Let's get rid of the green. We'll get rid of the 9 dot. We have another flower, nice. We'll get rid of the 8 dot. Another 8 dot. Joker, get rid of the 8. Still don't really have to make any decisions yet. And a 5 dot, now I do. So if we look at line 1, I have one of my 2 pairs that I would need complete. I've got 2 jokers and I would have to get rid of my 3 flowers. So that means I'm 3 away from mahjong here. If I look at line 2, I'm gonna need a single 2, 3, and 4, and I have pairs of all of those. So that would mean I have to get rid of those 3 cards, or 3 tiles, but I get to keep my flowers here. So that's a possibility. I could use my jokers to complete the Kong of 1s or the Kong of 5s. Looking at hand 4, consecutive 4 numbers, here I would have to get rid of my 1 dot probably and all 3 of my flowers. So I'm not looking there because that's 4 tiles that I would have to get rid of. I gave away my soap in the Charleston and I haven't received any. So line number 5 is not gonna work for me either. So the next one I would really be looking at is the second from the bottom. And if I were to pursue that, then I probably would end up having to give away a flower, my 1 dot, and my 2 dots. That's 4 tiles, so I'm not gonna look there either. So I'm really split between line 1 and line 2, but I have to decide here which one I want to pursue because I have to discard a tile. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm still gonna kind of straddle both and let's see what happens. So I'll discard a flower knowing in that in a real game, I would be able to call to complete that pung if I really needed to get another flower back, if that's the hand that I wanted to go for. Okay, we got another joker. So putting my jokers where I could use them, if I'm looking at hand number 1, then really I am just short 1 5 and 1 3 here. So I would need to discard my flowers, but I would be able to call, if I get one more of those tiles, I could call for whatever the last tile is that I need. If I were to go for hand number 2, I would need to call for my 1 dots, potentially my 5 dots, and my flowers, since I gave away my flower, and that's gonna give me 3 discards. That's a lot of calling that I would still have to do. As you can see, we're close to the end of the game. So I think I'm gonna pursue hand number 1, and let's go ahead and ditch the flowers. Ditching the flowers here is a risky move because we're late in the game. Somebody could call for them, but if somebody did it here, I could use it as joker bait, or that could indicate, that could convince me to not discard the next one and just throw my hand, which I didn't win. This is my tile of last resort. So looking at hand number 1, I needed a pair of 1s. I had my pung of 2s here, had my pair of 3s. I had a pung of 4s and I needed a Kong of 5s. So I actually was too short. I needed at least another 5 or another 2. Could have used another 4. So really any of these 3 tiles that I got, I could have moved my jokers around, would have been in a great position, and then I would have just needed a 1 dot, which I would have been able to call for. So I don't hate how this one ended up. Again, I don't usually win with SoloMahj, so I'm happy with how this turned out. It was a great practice, and it's great for trying to, learn the card and get more familiar with the card, which is really what this, first month or 2 after the new card comes out is all about.